Alright, I'm just picking this up. Actually, wait a sec. I keep having the sound levels on the game high enough that it's hard to hear what I'm saying, which I'm okay with. I don't really care that much, but people trying to listen along might be a little bothered. I pretty much can't hear anything in the game right now, so maybe it's okay. Alright, anyway, so last time we got this done. Halfway done. More than halfway. We're almost done. I just need to put in fence posts, which is half of the system for retaining the villagers that are going to live in here. And so that's simply a matter of this. The outer wall takes exactly a stack. Each of these is 16 times 4 is 64. So this isn't too difficult to calculate. And then the inner wall, which I'm going to get to in about 17 seconds, is going to be 40 more of these. Because each is 10. And the way I do this is kind of overkill. Well, not the fence posts, these are useful. But once they're all in place, I'm going to need to go get something. Don't know why I'm flipping that back up right now. Go ahead and give me all these. And each fence post gets a torch, which overlights the hell out of the village. But since the only place, and particularly without farmland in the middle, which I'm used to, the only place anything can really spawn outside of an ambush is within, you know, the light sphere of all these torches. So I just fill in, whatever, like 104 torches. And it doesn't seem to hurt anyone. Also, it just kind of looks good. Or at least it looks intentional. Oh, I missed one. And, that's, with exception to this, is how this looks. And that leaves me enough torches to live with. Alright. So that's that. And then we got that in there where all the iron is going to end up. And now I just need gates. And since I had 64 and 40 minus 1 each because it's internal, it's going to be 60 and 36, which is 64 and 32, which is pretty easy. Let's just do this and get some of these 10. You know what, just give me all of these as sticks. And 32. That's a good start. 64. It's not going to add up well. Look out. 10. 32. And, it doesn't really matter which direction I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And with these, I'm leaving them closed for now for a reason. Well, these are less of a reason, but it's handy. And the reason is that when I get over here and have 60 left, 60 divided by 4 is 15, and therefore each is 15, and that divided by 2 is 7.5, meaning it's 14 R1. Well, 7 R. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are closed, 8 I'm going to open, because that's right in the center along this wall. And I'm going to put a villager in there right away. So, I missed one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 1, 2. Damn it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And that is the village. At least it's this village. If I were doing it the way I ordinarily do it, there'd be, well, the water here would be a level lower to hydrate dirt that's right here. There'd be that trough underneath that to get these two. But I'm not gonna chop down, what, 1,000 trees to get 4,000 blocks of wood to get 400 blocks of dirt. It's just not happening. At least it's not happening right now. Maybe in time. Alright, so, I need, oh god, I hate this planet. I need something I don't have. And that annoys me. And I'm gonna be right the hell back. Okay, we're back where we live, or started. And, oh, I didn't mention it, but I tamed a couple of parrots just so they'd sit. I need... Give me that. And one day I could probably grab all that stuff, but for now I don't care. I just want to do this. No, I don't need blocks. I need these. And I need Chester. Because Chester, and if I went through you'd see, but will give me a villager egg. And I need a nap. And then I can put down a spawner up in my village, dump a villager egg into the spawner, and get nigh infinite villagers while I stand around. And I love standing around. It's just simple, non-exhausting, never fall off the edge of a SkyBlock world. It's cool, I like it. Alternatively, I could fill up the village with farmland and just use 2 villager eggs to get started. Neat thing with villager eggs, and I found this out accidentally, regardless of what kind of villager you thump into a thing, or, you know, into a village from an egg, as of now, and I think this is still true with 112, it doesn't, you know, it could be a nitwit, it doesn't matter. It'll still farm things. All of its offspring would have to be farmer classes in order to farm, but the first 2 would be just farmers regardless of what they look like. I don't know why, but it seems to be the case. Okay, there's an order to this. Put this down first. I want this to be near... I'm probably going to be standing over here for something. So I want it to be within 12 spots, but I don't want villagers jumping on it and jumping out. Although if they jump on it and jump that way, I care a lot less. I'm just going to put it here, it's safer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, that'll work. And if I had grass here, I'd have pigs. Which is funny because Chester has eggs for pigs. I don't know what the point is. I mean, you're going to repurpose a spawner later, maybe? I don't know. This should turn this into villagers for me. It did. I'm pleased. So right now I've got that guy. I hate armorers. They never have anything I want. Shepherd, which is kind of cool because I've got infinite string. I'm soon going to have really infinite string. Leather worker, which would be nice if I had cows. Cleric, that's a guy I can use. But of course it's irrelevant because once he's... Oh, you know what? I'm going to hide some. This is why I don't want these gates open until now. Nudge this guy into this slot. High stay. And now there's no. This, I don't want to use you. This guy. Because as I get a stupid number of villagers, I'm going to be killing the ones I don't want. And while you're not great, you didn't. You see? Well, that's why you're a nitwit. What are you, actually? That's worse. Wrong. You go there, and that finishes that. You're probably a cartographer. Oh, well. I like you a lot. I'm going to do something uncommon. I'm going to put you away right now over here. I like the idea of trading 24. No, you don't. Oh, you do, though. Leave. It's reserved. See, this is why I wanted to get everything done in advance. Really? I don't like you. I do like you, that's why I want you to not die. Okay. What was I up to before that? Yeah. This guy can go there. Here. At the rate of pushing a moron. Come on. I don't want to just smack him around too much. But I'm not as concerned as I might be in other circumstances with punching these guys or even killing them. Especially if I can kill them in a way that they don't know I did it. Because once I have this village really done, I'm kind of never going to come in contact with the golems. They're going to spawn in here, fall down the middle hole thing, and die without me being anywhere near them. So they're not going to be too... As much as they might want to hit me, they won't be able to. So it's kind of like work smart, not hard, but different. It's more like troll a village and get not hit, which I'm also good with. Come on, you're 40, yeah. You are the... What's gold look like? 8. Well, that could be worse. But as of now, I've got some meat I can give you. Well, probably the other guy instead. But eventually I'm going to have a certain type of monster spawning in the spawner I'm going to build. And it's going to give me all the gold I'll ever want. Okay, so now you guys are doing all this. And they'll eventually just sort of move around. And yeah, I probably could have... I intentionally didn't lock that guy up because, you know, farmland, but I don't have that, so it doesn't matter. Alright, nope. In case I'm wrong. I need doors. And I need a lot more cobblestone than this. Not necessarily in that order. Doesn't matter that much right now. I need doors, which means I need wood, which means I need to go get... I could just use, you know, wood. Any kind of wood. Here's the thing. I really don't like these doors. Like, not in this circumstance. If I use oak doors, it'll take longer. It'll kind of look like this, and it'll just... It's a meaninglessly aesthetic thing. But I can see through them and stuff, and I'm just going to use normal doors. I don't know whether all of my trees have grown back. I'm also trying to think whether 200 and... I have 6 up here. 230 blocks of oak wood. That actually should be enough to make the doors I need, I think. 1 block of wood is for... One block of log. I don't know what these things are called. Minecraft log. 4 planks. Okay. If I have 200 and whatever in here, it looks like I'm close, then I have enough to do the doors just all at once. And I would prefer to do that. But yeah, okay, you need to grow, but otherwise it's done. Alright, I'm gonna chop down, you know, 55 of these, get that corner guy to grow, I suppose, to get the 56th. And then I'll come back when I've got the wood I need and I'm back up where I belong. I'll see you then. Yeah. I'm about to report I'd take this damn thing with an entire stack of bone meal. And it never did anything, but... in fact, it was only the first, you know, 56 bone meals. Anyway, that gets me a bunch of, these. Again. And, I gotta replant the trees. I'll do that and come back. Alright, and I went ahead and stashed some apples here. Just so I don't have to deal with them, and if something happens, I'll have some food left if I die, I guess. I think I should have something resembling it. Is that a slime? No. Or it fell off the edge, I don't know. I should have enough doors to surround my village and get things operational. Which we can talk about when I'm there. No reason to record climbing a ladder. Be right back. Alright, so, plus 6 in here. Each of, these is, well, with that, including the other corner, 41. But it's 40 minus a torch every 5, so it's, each of these is 32 doors, long. Each of these, with the exception of this, where there's this thing, is 37. So, 37 times 3 plus 36, would get me the doors to make it a village. I'm going to start there. Damn. You know what? I could eventually use sticks. Okay. So let's see how many doors I get for this. Ah, right, because I had one. That gives me some doors. So first I'm going to build the internal doors because I can stand on them once they're done and get the next row. But I want to do this fairly quickly because I don't want the villagers noticing that it's technically a village before it's finished and spawning a golem somewhere that I have to kill him up here. I can do it, I've got, you know, arrows. But if I don't have to, I don't want to. So I just want to smack these down as quickly as possible. He said sneaking with the shift key because it's technically faster this way. If I just run along without the shift key down, I tend to miss a spot, and then I have to go back, and it's a mess. I also hope that since I can't really hear anything, you can hear me over the sound of doors thumping. I don't know why the hell something I can barely hear is drowning me out. I guess I don't talk loud enough. Which I've heard before. A lot. I do have enough doors, right? Okay. So, if I get this right, then in 45 doors or so. 30, well, less because I've got the starter bit. I should get these done just about in time to turn around and see that they're spawning a golem, preferably where I want him to be. And since, you know, my plans always work. Ah, nope, didn't really entirely happen. Well, he didn't spawn anywhere I don't want him to be, and that's what's important to me. But, yeah, I don't see him down here. Which means that eventually they'll notice that they've got at least 10 villagers. There's 4 in traps, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lots. So, I should have villagers. I should have golems spawning in there. Because with the 4 guys locked down, golems tend to spawn in the middle of a village, and that's right there. It won't necessarily be on the dry part. In fact, that dry part won't be there for much longer. But they can spawn in the water, and then the water pushes them because they're basically paralyzed while they're in the water. I need this many. That's not enough. I'm gonna have a couple doors left over, which is actually okay. I've got use for those. Alright, so now we get to a corner and start here. Which is pretty obvious how I'm doing this, so I'm just going to cut this and come back when it's done. Alright, so doors are all in place. It's nighttime. Not that concerned about nighttime unless it's an ambush night. Even then I'm not too concerned. Things could actually spawn right there, but if these guys give me a golem, it'll just kill them for me. I'm going to sleep anyway. I don't know why I haven't got a golem yet. It's unusual. Usually by now I would have one. If I have this many villagers and this many doors, it should be done. I assume it'll work either way. I don't know if I have to trade with them or anything first. Hope not. I'm not sure what I have to trade. Where are you? Cart. Well, you're about 25. I could do that, I guess. Where am I putting this? Yeah. Just give me bunches of paper. I'll just see what happens if I talk to these people. Oh, well, I don't know how related that was, but there's a golem. So, if the village were finished, and it's not, then he would be falling down. Which I could have happen right now, I just never see him again, and that's not optimal. So, we're gonna get to that later. I'm gonna grab some of this stuff. This is gonna take a lot more cobblestone. I gotta go down and get... I'm gonna need a lot of cobblestone. Do I have a lot of... Okay. I've got some wood, which I'm gonna need to get to where I'm going. I'm gonna go get oodles of cobblestone, and then we'll pick this up on the final phase of the village. So I'll be back then. Okay. One sec. Yeah, there. That should give me scraps of rocks. I need at least... 6 stacks for what I want to do in general. Probably ought to, not that. You know, as clever as it is to have a backup pickaxe, it doesn't make that much sense to have it with me. Okay. My next stage is going to happen here. This is 0. So, you know, why the hell am I doing this at night? 1 second. Go take a nap. The final stage of the village is going to be ground level. Level 1. And it's going to be right in the middle of, well, under the dry spot. So this is, what was this? 30 by 0. So hopefully I have enough cobblestone to get this done and still build what I need to build next. Like 45. Is that 50? Okay, and that should be that corner. Good. I think. Yeah, it is. Alright. So, that being 50 by 0, that's 90 by 40, which means that's 70 by 20. I don't know where other slime chunks are. That's going to concern me, but we'll get to that. 5. 10. 15. Torch. 20 is 70, right? Is 69. How did that happen to me? That's bizarre. Okay. Now I just gotta build over to there, and that'll be a simple 20. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't actually need this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is 70, is 20 is right. So, and I still got all those, so we should be safe. I'm going to build this out so I have some room to work, and I'll come right back. Right. So this is now where it needs to be. What I didn't build torches in for a reason. Actually, I might even just leave this there forever. It doesn't matter much. What I'm going to do is... I've still got those 6. Okay. Start with... Can I do that? Okay. This layer is going to represent and eventually be replaced by hoppers. Oh, I should pick a direction. I guess... I don't care. That's fine. Here and here. And here. And here. And here. And here are pillars. And those ultimately are going to go up a ways. In fact, those ultimately are going to go up to the floor of the village. Actually, it's going to be easier to start with that. What do I have for... Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, and we're at half an hour again. Let me get this out of my way. This is a simple... Damn. That's going to bug me. A simple, just pillaring, but on 6 things, and... So I'm going to do that without recording it, and hopefully not fall to my death, and come back when I've got it more or less done. Alright, so I'm now stuck, which is good. Just finish these off so they're all matching, and now I'm stuck here, but that's okay for a sec. Here's where it gets a little tricky. Hi. Just want to chop out what we know is dry. And he's going to go falling past me here in a sec, which I know probably shouldn't let him touch me. I don't want him knocking me down. Yeah, from here we're doomed. So, I'm going to just do this. That goes there. I don't really care too much about this. Put that there. Oh, which I shouldn't have done. Put that there. Should let me reach down and get these. Because I can't really have any congestion in this. Just to hope this works. Okay. So there is where those guys go. That just leaves me backing away and breaking this and not falling down, because that would be the end of... Hi! Get out of the way. Well, at least they're not angry with me. Yet. Or he's in the water and can't do anything, I'm not really sure. Don't care very much. Alright, so, of course we are. Where is my... I'm stuck because you people are morons. Move! I can't see. I don't even know which direction to go. I will kill you all. You know that about me. Oh, yeah, it would be. I'm so trapped. Hang on a sec. There we go. Where's that? Jeez. Take a nap. Yeah, we're like 32 minutes or so. That's cool. I'm going to show you one thing, which I don't have to walk to. I'll be right back. Alright, so, this is where these guys end up. And the reason it's a couple meters off the ground is so I can replace this layer with hoppers leading into a one of these. And just kind of, in fact, it could only be one, it doesn't matter that much. And then under here, I'll have railroad that I'll have a hopper, or a, is it a hopper cart? Yeah, it must be. You know, winds through occasionally and collects the iron and roses that these guys are going to drop. As far as killing them, if I had any patience, I could just wait. They would eventually stack up and crush each other, but patience is not a thing I have. So I'm going to ultimately build a lava blade above there. I'm way down here and it's really not helping. This layer, I can get to it. I'm going to put signs here to block the lava, but I'm going to fill in the sides of the whole thing too. I'm just going to put lava here or somewhere. That'll spill out and cook their heads and they'll die. There will be hoppers here leading into that. And if I build it off, well, obviously it's going to be built off to the side in a sense. I can kind of dual purpose the lava to, I'm just going to move my cobblestone generator. And I'm not going to do that right now. It's going to, that's going to take, I've got the material for it. It would just, yeah, I'll do it next time. But that aside, the village, I think if I just stand here, in fact, they'll just keep coming down. Although if I were up there, I could be generating more villagers by being within, is it 12 or 16 meters of a spawn box? Whatever it is, I'm not within it. If I were up there, I would be, and there'd be more and more and more villagers, and therefore more golems to spawn and drift and fall and burn and so on. So, that essentially is the village. And that's my slime factory. Yay! So, actually, I'm just gonna... How much... I don't care about you. I've got enough to play around a bit, I suppose. I might go ahead and set up where the cobblestone generator is going to be. But I could even just move it, it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, that's pretty much how this is all going to work. So, next time we'll probably move lava into the cobble generator I'm about to build, and then work on the, right about there is going to be the whole spawn factory conglomerate that's going to drop stuff. Possibly on top of that, I guess that might really make the most sense. Yeah, we'll see how it works out when I'm up there and can look down. Alright, well, I'll see you next time.